What's good, family? So in this video, I want to show you guys exactly how you can look for setups at the beginning of the week. As soon as markets open at 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, it's very useful to be able to have your own technical analysis and be able to know what to do and when to do it when you're executing trades within the foreign exchange market. So before I even get into the real sauce, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you please comment, like, and subscribe. Turn that notification bell to become a part of my notification game. You know when I post every single video. It's going to be very useful for you and developing as a good trader. Now, I want you guys to really take as much value as you can from this video and share it with your friends and family as well. My primary source, my primary passion is to just help as many people as possible. I know Forex can be stressful at times, and when you're risking your money in general to make more money, I know that's a big part of it. So I just want to help everybody and just make sure everybody's doing okay in the long run. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So what we're actually looking at right now is this is the euro and Australian dollar right here. So this is very useful. So exactly what I like to do before I even move forward, I like to go on the monthly. I start from the monthly chart. And what I want to do first is really kind of narrow down the most important points of the market. So these points are basically where the market has reacted heavily during this time when the monthly came around. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring out the line chart, and I kind of like to bring out the line chart so I can kind of really pinpoint exactly where the market has had areas of buyers exhaustion and sellers exhaustion. So therefore, around these big points, because this is on the higher time frame, the moves are actually more credible when you find your entries on the lower time frames. So what I like to do is I'll go ahead and mark this up right here. So you see this is actually an area of price action where it is right now. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this. So this right here, well, let me actually go down. This area is very significant. You see this is an area of support, but it also was an area of resistance as well. See support area, very useful area. And we're actually going to name this monthly. So I'm going to do monthly. Boom, we got that right there. And then I'm going to find another significant area where the area was not only an area of resistance but also an area of support. So this is another significant area. Boom, you can kind of see it right there. I can also do another area, and these are basically indecision areas. I like to call these indecision areas where the market had made big moves, judging from areas of price action. So it's going to be very useful for you when you're moving forward. This is very significant, but I'm not going to do too many lines. So you can see, boom, it rejected. Even though it went through the line right here, it's still important. It's still an area of significance. Right here, boom, you can see it broke through right here, and this is still kind of considered a zone, a little area, so you can see it rejected heavily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name these the monthly areas. Oops, spelling monthly wrong. Goodness gracious. Y'all didn't see that. But we're going to go ahead and go through here, and I'm doing this for a reason, you guys. I'm doing this for a reason because I want to show you guys why these areas are so significant. This, like I said, this is on the monthly time frame. So the higher the time frame, the more important the area. So I'm going to go back to the candlesticks, and you can kind of see, you see it where the market had reacted. See, this is areas of exhaustion right here. Down here, boom, right here. You can see this, boom, areas exhaust. This was heavily where the buyers tried to push up, but this was a lot of buyers exhaustion right here in this area. And you can see it began to reject down, actually broke through this next area, and you can see it rejected over here. So it's kind of moving up and down in a sense. But even if we wanted to literally go and number these, if I could number them if I wanted to, I could do zone 1. Oops, I'm gonna make these white so you guys can see it. Zone 1, you know what I'm saying? Zone 2, zone 3, and zone 4. Very significant. I want to actually move and add another area right here on the bottom. You guys can kind of see it. See that? You can see that support and resistance right here. So this was a significant area of price price action. Very, very useful, guys. So literally, I'm going to take this off and I'm going to move this. I don't want these numbers to get in the way when we go on the lower time frames. So we're going to go ahead and delete these guys. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you guys why these areas are so important. So watch as I go lower on the time frames, watch what happens. So we're going to actually go to the weekly, and you can even see on the weekly like how these monthly areas hold so much power. You can see where every time it came around these areas, they were big moves. Boom, you see that it kind of broke through, retested it, came up, came through, came up. And these were very, very big areas. It looked like a little head and shoulder pattern right there. You can kind of see that as well right here. If this were to break through here, man, that'll really be a big move. But you can kind of see this is just a powerful area. You can see right there, it literally rejected off of that area heavily. We got a little seller's exhaustion right here. Could reverse back up, but you guys kind of get the idea, man. I'm gonna go down to the daily. And see, boom, you can see it, exhaustion. It came up, boom. Look at this. And you see how see what I mean? You see how powerful the monthly time frame is. It's very strong. Because remember, in the monthly time frame, every candlestick represents 1 month. So everything that is happening within that one candlestick is what's going on the lower time frames. So this is how I kind of like begin to form my analysis. Even if I wanted to, you can also mark up your support and resistance on your daily and weekly if you want to do that and really go, top down from monthly, weekly, daily, just to get a thorough idea of where price is going. It definitely kind of helps as well. So even if I went to the line chart on the daily right here, we can make the lines red for the daily. And then you can see, boom, look at this. If I were to put this line right here, boom, resistance, support, resistance area still. I still count that resistance. Still, this little tweak is still important. Boom, came down, boom. So you can kind of see this. We can name this daily if I wanted to. So put daily right there. So higher time frame is so important, guys. But since the monthly goes over the weekly and the daily, and we all know that, and the weekly goes over the daily. So basically you want to kind of look at the higher time frames as the mother of the market. So the weekly is the mother of the daily, and the monthly is the mother of the weekly and the daily. If that kind of helps kind of break it down for you guys. But even if I wanted to, even if I just mark this stuff up on the daily time frame, it's still useful for me to find moves on the lower time frames because daily goes like the daily, weekly, and monthly go over 4 hour and below. They go over all of that. So just remember that, guys. This is extremely important. I'm not going to mark up all of these. Well, you know what? I will because the monthly is a lot bigger. So I'll do daily a little bit for you guys. So we're just going to find areas of significance. You can kind of see it right here. We see some price action right here. Boom. You can kind of see it. Support, resistance. I can mark this daily. So boom, very important, guys. Very significant area right there. This was a significant area. I already marked up that. I could mark up another one right here if I wanted to. Let me see. Here it is right here, right there. That's a support and resistance right here. So boom. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually go down to the H4 in a few minutes here. After I'm just looking through this thing, trying to make sure I have the right areas. Let me see. Boom. It's a strong area right here. I'm going to do daily. Boom. So we got this down, guys. We can go back to the regular candlestick, and you can kind of see, even as I marked it, how the market has, had areas of exhaustion, buyers and sellers exhaustion around these areas. And you see the monthly was right there. Remember that we marked that at the very beginning. So very useful, guys. And for all my IML people, Tradera, B now, any kind of products or scanners that they have, you guys can use this stuff as well, because what's never going to change is market structure and technical analysis. So being able to find the areas within the market where it has the most rejection is going to help you find moves and setups a lot easier. So, understanding the direction of the market and its next destination is going to help you a lot as a trader. It's just what what I've learned. So we're going to go down to the hour 4 now. And now with hour 4, you can kind of see it a lot clearer now. So you see every time this came around these areas that I've marked, price is actually reacting. You see this? Boom, 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 boom. Right here. This is another area. This is another area. You can see, this broke through. Boom, boom, boom. Very, very useful, guys. Very, very useful. Very, very useful data right here that we're getting. So, if you look for these areas, man, if you look for these areas at the beginning of the week, if price always comes around these areas, you want to look to find a move at these areas. You want to look to find a move. You can see, even if we go to the hour 1, you can kind of see the same thing. You can see it clearly. So definitely keep this into consideration, guys, because you can literally find moves so simple. Like especially when it came down to the monthly line. Oh my goodness. If it came down to the monthly line on the hour 1 chart, you can see you could have had a nice little move right here. You could mark it up right here. You could have it to the next, daily resistance line right here. And then you could literally, oops, I moved it. You can literally, calculate your pips, 30 pip stop loss, 20 pip stop loss, whatever you want to do. You see it didn't hit it because there was just no reason it would have broke past this monthly support. So you could have literally taken this all the way up, which is very, very useful. See, because where price is going. The destination of price, and when you know the destination of price and direction, you're going to be able to separate yourself a lot better than other traders who are just sticking to one time frame. You want to understand that all of these time frames are one. All these time frames are one. They're one person. So, you can't just trade on one time frame and be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to do 5 minute and that's it. No, because you're going to lose. If you don't know where price is going, it's going to hurt you. I'm going to give you another example. So if I go down to the 30 minute, this is another example, guys. So if I go over here, and let me see if we can just find that area that I just marked. So you see on 30 minute, even on the 30 minute, when it came down to this area, still you had a nice little move. Even though this wick went crazy, you know where price is going and you know what to do next. That is what's going to separate you guys. See, even on the lower time frames, price always comes around these areas. These daily and monthly areas are so important. So when price finds itself around these areas, the next thing that you need to do is, that's where your candlestick analysis comes in. You need to find, some, buying patterns or selling patterns, like engulfing patterns, to where a market is telling you, okay, I'm exhausted selling now, I'm ready to buy, or I'm exhausted buying now, I'm ready to sell. So this is going to be very, very important for you guys. You can see this was just beautiful. Even though all of this stuff is happening, when you have the power of the higher time frames and you understand where price is going, you're not really worried as much. But a lot of you guys may not be trying to catch this many pips. A lot of you guys may be trying to catch 30 pips. A lot of you guys may be just trying to catch 10 pips. It just literally depends on what you want to do and what you're trying to accomplish. But I'm telling you, every time you take a setup around these areas of importance, you're going to be able to get a setup. You're going to be able to get a trade quick. And that's just what it kind of boils down to. So definitely keep this into consideration, guys. This video, I hope it really, really helped you to identify the power of the higher time frames. I want to go down to 5 minutes so you guys can see it too. Look at this, and look at the 5 minute, how it just rejected. Look at this, it just rejected this area so much, and it broke through right here, but it came back, consolidated, it came through this area, and then you can just kind of use this area as your stop loss. You enter right here to buy. You could have had your stop loss right here. You see, and this is what I'm talking about right here. You see that area? That's a significant area. That's an engulfing candle right there. It bought a little bit. You could have sold right here on this third candle right here that would have formed. I know it would have been green a little bit, but you would have understood that okay, this daily area just broke in the 5 minute. So I might have a little bit of a move here, but it's going to be a lot shorter. It's a lot to really explain. It's going to be a lot shorter on the 5 minute. That is another concept, but that I'm not going to get into. right now. But you know, these time frames have different sessions as well. So I can literally show you guys. So if I go over here and I go to settings and I go to session breaks, and I'll make this a white line. Oops. So what this does is, what this means is, everything within this time frame was 4 hours. So it's 4 hours, 8 hours, 12, 16, 20, 24 hours. This is a whole 24 hours within this, 24 hours, 24 hours. So it kind of helps you understand, okay, after this session is done, this new session is what's going to happen. So that now it goes into the daily time frame. That's why they always say, you know, 4 hour is the closest to the daily time frame, because, you know, 24 hours is a whole day, guys. So I don't know if it shows on the daily. You know, it doesn't show on the daily. Be interesting if it did, though. Can't get it on the daily for some reason. But 4 hour, that is every 24 hours within these sessions, guys. So definitely keep that in mind. But other than that, that is the end of this video, man. Make sure you do subscribe, man. Turn on that notification bell. I want you guys to be alerted when I post new videos. I want to help, man. I really, really do. Other than that, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day. Peace.